Hainan chicken rice. There are so many recipes for this dish and each and every one of them is beautiful. But this one right here is actually a Michelin-star recipe and it is mind-blowing. And you know what? It is so easy. Don't get intimidated by everything that I have out here because it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's get cooking. Start with a pot of water. I have about 2 liters here. Now we want to go in with a whole onion that has been sliced, a whole red onion that has been sliced, 4 slices of ginger, and a whole head of spring onion. To that, let's add some peppercorn, some salt, some turmeric, and some chicken bouillon. This is where the flavor lies. Bring that up to a boil, and then we'll add our chicken. So we're bubbling away quite nicely. I'm going to reduce this down to a simmer. This is when I'm going to add in our chicken. Now this is going to be the stock for our rice. This is going to be the base for everything. This is going to be our soup and it's going to have so much flavor. So you cannot skip this step. So what's going to happen now is that we pop it in, let it simmer for 10 minutes uncovered. And then we turn the heat off, put a lid on, and that's gonna cook for 30 minutes, just resting, and it's going to be so beautiful. In the meantime, let's get one of the best sauces that you will ever taste ready. One of the best sauces that you'll ever taste will actually come from the fat rendered from our chicken skin. So make sure you save your chicken skin. What we're going to do first though is slice up our aromatics ready for that beautiful oil to pour on top. Grab some green of your spring onions and you want to give that a really good slice. You want your spring onions to be fairly fine. So go through, give it a chop, and then you might need to chop it again. To that, you want to add some really finely diced ginger. And I'm going to show you a trick to get the skin off your ginger. You need a teaspoon and literally take it and peel back the skin. It's literally just going to peel straight off and it's so easy. I'm not using any force at all. And that's how you save your ginger. Make the most out of it. And look at that, no wastage. Okay, let's go in and chop it up really finely. I'm going to add half of that to my spring onions and save the rest for later. Next, you want to go in with some chicken bouillon and some sugar. Now comes the magic part. Let's render that chicken fat. All our fat is beautifully rendered. Now you just want to pour the oil over our spring onion and our ginger. And that is the base of our sauce. Give it a good mix and set it aside. Sauce 1 done, now sauce number 2. This is going to go over our chicken. It is going to be so beautiful and keep our chicken really moist as well. So you need some water, you need some soy sauce, and sugar. That's literally it. Bring that up to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, keep it warm, That's done. Now time to elevate our rice with this beautiful stock. It's been sitting here for 30 minutes with the chicken still inside because that's going to keep the chicken really moist. Now, I have 2 cups of rice. I'm going to add in about 2 cups of chicken stock. So I'm going to measure it out here. Check out that color. Now pop that in your rice cooker. Here is an optional sauce that I highly recommend. Start with some water. Go in with some fish sauce, some white wine vinegar. You want 6 cloves of garlic. Yeah, you heard that right, 6. Whoops. We want a really good spicy chili. It doesn't work without the chili, I'm sorry. And some sugar. And now some lime juice. I'm going to do probably half to begin with. Give it a really good stir to make sure all that sugar is dissolved, and then give it a taste. Sugars are dissolved, give it a little taste. Whoop. Oh, that is so good, so spicy. That's perfect. Set it aside. And our rice is ready. Oh, look at that color. Everything's looking so good and it smells amazing. Alrighty, let's dish up. Time to chop our chicken. Okay, we'll get one thigh out at a time. Look at that color. That is a beautiful turmeric. All right, so literally just give it a really good chop straight down, nice and thin. And then pop that on your serving plate and chop your next one. Now we take our soy, sugar and water sauce and we want to spoon that around our chicken. And if you thought we were done, it is time to go in with our ginger and our spring onion sauce. This goes directly on top of the chicken. Beautiful. Hainan chicken rice. This is a Michelin-star dish and it's so worth the effort. Silky poached chicken, fragrant elevated rice, and 3 sauces to just bring this dish together. A final touch of my spicy sauce. And this is the Michelin-star Hainan chicken rice. You're going to be going back for seconds, I guarantee it. Of course, I had to add that beautiful chicken stock, which is now our soup. Now this is totally traditional to have the soup with it too. So I'm just going to spoon a little bit on top and let's go in. That is unbelievable. That is like 100 out of 10, seriously. Totally worth all the effort. It is amazing. You've got to cook this one. I know I say it every time, but you do. You got to cook it. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.